So we can get out of here. Probably not like that. I'll be with you in a second. Just you think you're going to pop off the curb and bang into some neighbour's bumper. Yeah, so there's a few things. I got some 24 carat wire. It's about like 6 inches, and it's a bit of a laugh, to be honest, because it costs about $34 to get it into the country, and then there was some bloody charge as well on top of that. Some import charge or something, I don't know, I can't remember what it is now. That was another 13. That was £13. So what I've got is like literally, so it was like it's just a thin bit of wire, you know, almost like a paper clip or something that's unwinded. So for what I got, isn't a lot of money really. However, I'm going to put it to some good use. I'm going to make some colloidal gold, and I'm going to drink it. And then I'm also going to give it to people that I care about who could benefit from it. That's probably the answer. So there's a couple of people. Well, just give it to people that you know, if you think you're going to help them do, and then leave that as their option for if they want to or not. It's probably the easiest way. Other things that are going on. I just saw something ridiculous about borax, boron. Some mother claiming she was really worried about what she found out about it, and that it can cause birth defects in animals or something. It's just a load of rubbish. If it's a trace mineral in your body, it's not going to be dangerous to you. You'd have to take quite a lot of it, really. And I mean, yeah, sure, moderation, but it's a mineral. It's not like it's going to have a massive reaction. What the problem is that it regulates hormones, and it removes fluoride, which means it means that the industrial complex of the big pharma can lose money, because people are not going to have hormone problems, and they're more likely to fall into certain gender categories, because they're not going to have any sort of hormone imbalances and things like that. So they were going on about lens solution, but then if you look at the lens solution itself, so why are you putting something that's got borax in it in your eye if it's so dangerous? Because your eye is like your doorway straight to your brain. So it's obviously not really a good founded fear. It's more the concern is that it could have too many health properties in it. I mean, I actually eat the stuff, and I haven't. Well, they're claiming it make you vomit and give you headaches and diarrhea and all these other things. That hasn't happened to me, so I don't really see the evidence there. So that's just one of those sad realities, really. So yeah, definitely. So I'll get on and do some electrolysis later. There's also stuff to look at MMS, which you can use electrolysis on as well. That'd be quite interesting. And then I guinea pig myself slightly just to check out how it's working. Other stuff that's been going on is I've started writing my gut, basically. So I get blasted with loads of colloidal silver, which was probably a bit too much. It was it wasn't like it was only like 5 minutes or something with the rods. But I drank a few pints of it. So it was misty water, but it was nice milky consistency to it, and I felt better for doing it, so it's given me a clear out. But now I need to sort out the gut flora, and my stomach was a bit uncomfortable. So what I did is I went in and I just a bit of intuitive thinking and connecting with the gut. What does the actual stomach want? Have that sensation and feeling, and it was like, well, I want a bit of goat's yogurt, and so I had some goat's yogurt. So I do a bit of research on it anyway. It's not the same as a cow dairy. They don't give goats lots of drugs because they don't need to, because the goat has got a pretty resistant body anyway. It's a bit like a dog's immune system, so they eat anything. Unlike cows, they might just a bit more restricted in their diet. Goat will eat anything. and has the body to deal with it. So it has copper, and it also has vitamin C and some other vitamins in its milk we don't normally get anywhere else. So the body's liking it. And I've introduced a new sort of healthy bacteria. I had some Yakult a while back, and it was didn't really go too well. That actually made things worse. So it might be because it had sugars in it. And if you've got a dominant bacteria in your stomach, it's not really a heavyweight contender. Maybe the sweetness is, it might make it taste better, but it doesn't necessarily make it more effective. It might actually do the reverse. You know, like you wouldn't put like lactobacillus or something into Diet Coke and then drink it, because you might think, oh, it's got some healthy bacteria in it. Yes, that's been killed, and then see how it survives. So it's a case of just putting the dairies in, how you feel. So my stomach's feeling great at the moment, so now I can have more foods, so I can look at different things. So next would be probably fermented foods benefit. There's just a massive autoimmune issues with people generally, and you know, they just got like swollen livers and stuff. It's quite scary, really. So there's just, you know, there's blokes my age, there's blokes younger than me look older than me. You know, it's kind of like, whoa, we've got to sort that out. I mean, I try to reverse my aging process to a point. So I've got once I get the colloidals down, then they cover quite a lot of basic stuff there. They can keep disease at bay, parasites and so on. You can just use them as a kind of wellness control thing. So I mean, my views on the old big pharma, I mean, it has a place, but I don't think it needs to monopolise the public. You know, it doesn't need to society in the way it is, and it's pushed into all these products. I was seeing something, this woman says she has heartburn, now she manages it by taking a pill every day. You know, is that really managing it, or is it just suppressing it? It doesn't really make any sense. Oh, now I can do what I like because I've got this magic pill that I need to take once a day. So she's going to be dependent on the pill for the rest of her life, and it won't always work. So it just eventually she'll have an ulcer or something, and then she'll need another medication to deal with that. So if someone's got heartburn all the time, there's something they need to sort out in their diet. They've probably got an issue with their gut flora, maybe got parasites in them, you know, they're not really dealing with it. I don't understand. You know, like cutting off sensation so you don't have to deal with it. I mean, it's the part of your life is to manage your body. Even if it's of disadvantage, you've got to do the best you can. That's the challenge. We're all going to hit that road where it doesn't always work out. So you know, just keep at it, and nothing is incurable. It might take more work. Maybe you can't achieve it, but you can bloody give it a good try, and that's how it really works. And you are the doctors, you are the manager of your own body. When you start believing that you can only get advice from a doctor, gets a bit daft, because they're not nutritionists. They might not be or have ever done a water fast, so what can they tell you about water fasting? You know, I wouldn't waste a doctor's time to book an appointment to ask his opinion on water fasting. And it almost suggests that basically, because everyone's got these medical problems, they're constantly visiting their doctors about things and asking if they need any more medication. Should we do a medication review? So just to find out if you should be taking something. It gets really stupid. You know, we're paying enough taxes and that lot. Do the people behind all these drug companies, are they that nasty that they just want to destroy everything around them? Have they missed the moral obligation of working towards a better society? You know, can't they see that they just create their own little monopoly and that there's something bigger than that? You know, do we want to have the same monopoly that runs the same way for thousands and thousands of years, and then you've got a group of people that are healthy and you've got a group of people sick, and also they might forget. They may forget where they stand in this game, and they put their own families at risk, and there's no gain from it. I don't understand it, to be honest. A lot of its issues is capitalism and this idea of global control and stuff like that. But there's got to be more to it than that, you know. So anyway, I sound like I'm whinging and moaning. It's not my intention. it's trying to find a middle ground, but I do get fed up with, like, you know, oh, I've done a water fast, but if you want to do one, please, you know, you should contact your doctor. I can't give you medical advice. Cheers. And stuff like that. I mean, sure, you can't give medical advice, but then you shouldn't be afraid not to talk about your own experience. You know, so the key word is using the word remedy. So this is a remedy towards a solution for your problem. You know, people don't like the word cure because that sounds foolproof. And there's some interesting stuff, like I saw this thing on MMS which said you can make with electrolysis and salt basically, and it could basically cure malaria in 2 hours. They tried it on a group of people, and I mean that's what the video reports, and they were back to normal health. That's because the oxygen attacks the acid, so it comes in contact with the acid from a parasite, and it blasts it with oxygen, it kills it. It can't handle it. It's just too much for it to handle, because it's too much of a concentrated form for it. And malaria hides in your blood vessels, and your antibodies can't find them. They're hiding around inside you, but they leave a trail, so it's like a heat seeker. And that's really how it is. It just targets the cell because it can pick up on the acid residue that's coming off it, and bingo, that's it. It gets sorted out. Try some magic tricks. Might be quite hard, this one. I've done it. Right, I better go now. Anyway, this is Peter sign off. Have a good one.